Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and in this video, I'm going to go through an endgame Twisting Blades rogue build for Diablo 4. The idea for this build is to use Twisting Blades, Puncture, Shadow Clone, Poison Trap, Shadow Step, and Dash for your skill sets, and the main damage source would be Twisting Blades. Your unstoppables would be Shadow Clone and Shadow Step. What I mean by unstoppable is that when you're crowd controlled, you would want to use a skill that will bring you out of crowd control, or you can preemptively use a skill that will grant you unstoppable for a set duration to prevent yourself from being crowd controlled. So that will be unstoppable. But if you are crowd controlled, you can use Shadow Step to bring yourself out of that crowd control. What I mean by crowd control is, for example, you are stunned by a mob, or you are frozen by an ice orb. The main damage reduction source would be Poison Trap. This will knock down enemies and grants you a lot of damage reduction via your Paragon tree and your skill tree. Dash would be for your zooming into the enemy and zooming out and going around the map for speed runs. And also it dazes the enemy and grants increased critical damage. And so you can use it every once in a while, but it's mainly to get out of attacks or mechanics and to bring your energy back to full via some aspect. For example, this one, crowd control granting primary resource as legendary aspect. You can use the dash and then gain energy immediately because you are dazing them, which is a crowd control. So the uniques that you want would be Penitent Greaves, Temerity, and Condemnation. And I cannot stress the usefulness of Condemnation. It basically buffs your specialization by combo points, the first one by a lot, and it grants a basic attack speed. The basic attack speed is really good because you can spam Puncture really fast, and then you can use Twisting Blades for your three combo points to consume it, and it grants you, as you can see over here, a insane amount of bonus damage. And this combination grants you a 20 to 40% chance to do increased damage when you spend combo points, and a 30% chance to generate 3 combo points when you use basic attacks. So it is a huge damage boost to your DPS. And the substats and the main stat, which is a 30% damage to close enemies, are very good as well. So I believe this is a perfect piece for this build. The other one is the sword, I believe, but the sword does not. It concentrates more on damage reduction than DPS. So I believe Condemnation is the best install for this build. Penitent Greaves just grants increased movement speed for speedruns, and also increased damage from chilled enemies when you chill them, which this Greaves grants you a chilling effect when you move around, as you can see from the steps of my character over here. And the chill effect makes you being able to use damage to chilled enemies on substats for your weapons. For example, over here I have damage to chilled enemies for 33%, and this is useful because my Greaves chills the enemies. So this allows for more flexibility in loading your substats. And Temerity is really good because, as you can see, if I pre-pot, it grants a shield when I pre-pot when I use Temerity, because it heals when you heal beyond 100%. It grants you a barrier, and this coincides very well with this skill tree passive, which grants you maximum life when you critically strike close enemies. And that's about it. The legendary aspects you need would be the trap vulnerable build one, the energy resource when you crowd control one, this attack speed one is essential, the barrier, armor increase, and crit stuff. So this is a vulnerable crit one. This is a crit on injured enemies, and yeah, that's about it. Interesting. Then of course the Twisting Blades two-handed effect that you can find in the dungeon as well. So I'll mute myself and you can see exactly how this build works.
No, no, no! more time. I need more time.